Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent these Tokomes under cabinet lights in exchange for an honest review, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what you get, how to operate them, and then show you in use all around my house. So first of all, this is a 2-pack, so you get both of these motion sensing lights. You also get 2 USB chargers, and because they have batteries built in, they just plug into the little USB-C port right there, and it charges up. When they're charging, this little motion sensor will actually turn red, and then when it's fully charged, this little motion sensor will then turn green, so you know that they're now charged and ready to go. And depending upon how much you use them, they'll last for 30, 60, even 90 days before you have to charge them up again, and charging only takes a few hours. Let's just talk about the physical parts of them. They are nice and long. They are super thin. This is an iPhone 8. And look how thin that is. That is truly amazing. So how do you mount these things? Well, they have little brackets on them. These little brackets come off on both sides. There's magnets built into this. So if you want to stick this to something metal, just stick it right up against it and you'll see that. But if you want to stick it to something not metal, then you have to install the little brackets. You can put a little screw in there, you can put a little nail in there, but also, look at that, there's double-sided tape. And in fact, these lights actually come with a bunch of extra little double-sided tape pads. So if you want to go ahead and put it somewhere and then move it and come back, that's fine. And the way this works is you just put those brackets wherever you want, screw them in, tape them in, whatever, and then the actual light will stick to the bracket once it hits that metallic part. But of course, what do they look like? Well, the cool thing is that on the end of it, there's a charging port and there's a button. That's it. Super simple operation. The way this works is one click will turn it on. Now that's solid light. That is on all the time. So if you just want your light on, you just reach up and click it once and you turn it on. That's all there is to it. The next setting, if you click it again, you'll see it blink. That's motion detection. Now, the way this works is it will go ahead, you put it under your cabinet maybe, and the minute you run your hand under your light, the light will come on. It's motion sensitive. It has like a 10-foot range, a great big wide 150-degree circle of range looking for motion. It is really pretty sensitive and it works really well. I will tell you one thing though, the light itself will only come on if it's dark enough for it to come on. It won't come on all the time, so that way you're not wasting battery. Only in dim light will it actually come on and then actually operate. So in the middle of the day, it won't come on, it won't need to. You'll have plenty of light. But if it's dim or if it's dark and you have motion sense it, then it will come on. That's really nice. It's a battery saving feature. You can also change the way the light looks. So right now it's kind of a warm light. If I double click it, it's kind of a cool light, and if I double click it again, it's kind of a mixture. It's both warm and cool. Whatever you leave it at is what will actually be used. You can even change the brightness of this light. If you press and hold down the button, you'll see it will slowly get dimmer. There we go, that's full dim. And then if you say, oh, you know what, I want it brighter again, you just press and hold the button down again, and it goes back up. And wherever you let it go, you let it sit at, that's where it will actually stay every time it turns on going forward. That's it. It's super simple. One button operation, one charging port. Let me go ahead and install them in a couple places around the house and show you how well they work. So over there is my dark kitchen counter. I went ahead and I put one under the cabinets. Watch this. As I walk closer, 4 feet, I'm about 5 feet as I walk in. Look at that. I'm still about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away. Because it has a sensor and because it's sensing any kind of motion around here, it instantly comes on, and there we go. Now, if I back away, as I'm done working at the counter and I walk away, I'm about 6 feet away, 7 feet away. I'm gonna wait for a moment and you will see after about 20 to 25 seconds, the light will go ahead and slowly dim off. It doesn't just click off, it dims off. It's really nice. It's wonderful because as you walk closer to the counter, it just instantly turns on and then it turns off as I walk away. If I walk closer again and say, oh, I forgot something, I put my hand, oh my gosh, it's back online. So it just picks it up and it just goes. It's really, really nice. It's great as under cabinet lighting. You just buy a set of 2. So go ahead and get a couple different sets for all of your cabinets and you are good for your entire kitchen. They work great inside cabinets as well. Here's a cabinet underneath my sink. It's really dark in there. It's hard to get to anything, but I went ahead and used double-sided tape, installed them on the side. Watch what happens. The minute I reach in, bang, nice bright light. I can see all my junk. If I close the door, it'll go ahead and turn off after about 25 seconds. These are magnetic, so any kind of a magnetic area where things will stick, like the side of a fridge, there we go. Now I have a magnet and a light area for my coffee and my microwave. Just like that, I just put it on the side of the fridge. They even work in coat closets. This is my coat closet. There's no light inside. It's actually kind of dark, so I went ahead and installed one of these. Look at that, right above. So it just shines down, and now I can see all my different black coats real nice and easily. It's just a motion sensor. It's just double-sided taped up there. It shines down. I can see all my coats. When I close the door again and walk away, after about 25 seconds, the light will go off. And because these are so thin, they can fit almost anywhere, I actually had used a little bit of double-sided tape and just stuck them to my actual rugs here. So this is our stair step in my basement, and as I walk away, you will see that the light will actually go off, and then as I approach, it will go ahead and turn back on. So here's my dark stairs. As I walk close to my stairs, the light comes back on automatically. It's just a nice safety feature. Motion sensitive. Again, it's rechargeable. It'll last for months. These things are great for utility work as well, where you don't often have a lot of light and it's kind of dark. I can go ahead. I'm in my basement right now. This is my water heater. I'm probably going to keep this thing stored here so that whenever I need to work on my water heater or my furnace or any of the utilities down here, I can just go ahead and, because it's magnetic, it just stays here. So I'll click it once, I'll turn it on, I'll just pull it off, and I can walk around with it. It actually works as a great flashlight. I can now hold it up, I can mount it on other things. It's just really a nice handy little light. It's a whole light bar. It's not just a directed flashlight, it's a whole light bar. So it does kind of fill the whole area with light. And again, I don't have it in motion mode, I just have it on, so I can just walk around with it and look at whatever I need to look at, because it's a nice bright light, and it works really, really well. It's just a really super handy light to have around. Again, no external batteries, you just charge it up every 90 days, maybe even more, depending upon how much you use it. But it's good. It's really a great utility tool, as well as under cabinet lighting, in cabinet lighting, under bed lighting, stair lighting. It's a nice safety tool. So the ease of use, the amazing form factor, the fact that they have all these neat features, the easy to use operating buttons, I really highly recommend these things. Every house should have some.